I look at the camera and I'm asking myself, what could I say about the Browns' loss to Kansas City? 37-21. Could have been 50-21. The Chiefs could have scored a ton of points. At halftime, I've never seen this before in the NFL, where a team had more touchdowns, 3, being Kansas City, than they had third down plays. In other words, they only had 2. The Chiefs not only were scoring, they were scoring so fast they didn't even bother to get to third down. That's why I said it could have been a 50-point game or whatever. Gregg-Williams, his first game, I admit I felt sorry for him. It's bad enough being an interim coach. And I know he makes a lot of money. These guys do it. But no, there isn't a single guy who's an assistant in the NFL or whatever wants to go out there and just get his head knocked in his first game as an interim coach or regular coach or whatever. And that's what happened with Williams. His whole defense ended up with major injuries. Denzel Ward got hurt during the game. Kristen Kirksey got hurt during the game. And they were already without Demarius Randall, so that's 3 starters right there. They also were out Joe Schobert, that's 4 starters. There was some guy named Tanner Vallejo out there. I'm going, who is Tanner Vallejo? There was Denzel Rice. I'm serious, these were like level 12 of the depth chart. They should have been called the submarine chart. I couldn't find these people that were having to play for the Browns on defense. So you know what I'm not even going to discuss the Browns defense because they played the best offensive team in the NFL, a team that averages 36 points a game, and they played it without most of their top players. Offensively, there's some things to be encouraged. By the way, it just shows that maybe there was even more infighting going on with Hugh Jackson and Todd Haley than we thought, and it was impacting Baker-Mayfield more than we thought. And that Mayfield with Freddie Kitchens, the new offensive coordinator, just went out there and actually threw the ball to Duke Johnson 9 times. He caught all 9. Threw the ball to Rashard Higgins a few times. It was great to see him back. Handed the ball to Nick Chubb. Rolled out of the pocket. Wasn't getting sacked and hit after the throws all the time. The offense looked pretty good. I'll tell you something else that was really impressive. The penalty flag stopped flying. I give Gregg-Williams some credit for this. I think they only had 4 penalties. Their Browns were averaging almost 9 a game. That's pretty good for 1 week, especially with all the different players coming and going because of injuries. They look just a little more organized. Boy, I know I'm sitting there, it sounds like it's a first-year expansion team, but hey, Browns fans, we've all seen this before. We've been through it before. So now you spend for this season, the last 7 games saying, all right, what looks pretty good for next year? And I came away from that game, at least when it came to Baker-Mayfield, Duke Johnson, Nick Chubb, Rashard Higgins, Antonio Callaway made a nice catch. Greg Robinson took over at left tackle, played pretty well. I actually felt better about the offense than I have for several months. You have to go back to maybe the first couple of games of Baker-Mayfield against the Jets in Oakland. That last game in Oakland was September 30th. That's probably the last time I felt kind of good about the offense until this Sunday.